Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. Rant Pack, can you hear me? Rant Pack, can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me or not, because I'm still waiting on my next headset and microphone to come today. It has not arrived, and I'm a little bit perturbed by that. Okay, you can hear me just fine? Okay, great. So remember on the panel when I was having issues, here we go, get some lighting in here. Mina, Mamu. All right. Sorry, the children. So remember when I was on the panel and I was like, Dooley was talking and I couldn't hear anything. These are out. Like this part of the headphones are out, but the microphone still works. So I just ordered a new headset. This is the same one I've been ordering before. Normally there's no issues with it. Apparently some water got on this without me knowing. I'm assuming Mina knocked over some in the middle of the night, landed on, the desk, all that kind of stuff. So I have to get a new headset piece. So I've been trying to get that together. I woke up this morning, immediately had 3 errands to run, got on the phone. I've been on the phone with tech support for the last 2 hours. If your name is Clarissa, you did a Cameo request. Your birthday's not even until September the 4th. I'm doing the Cameo like Clarissa's birthday is today. Like what I tell you, Maddie is not in sync in an order today at all. Too much has happened. Too many things this morning. I still have to do right after this. I can't swear just yet. It's a lot. I do, though. I told you this is going to be a messy rant report today. This is going to be a messy rant report today. I have an hour, and I can get out everything I want to talk about today in an hour. That's what's going to happen, okay? I am going to encourage tippy poos because the first is around the corner. DragCon is literally, 3 weeks from me? Yeah. So yeah. Like I have to do that, but I got a package. I'm trying to make sure I don't hold this. I need to hold this up the right way. Here we go. Boom. I got a package from Lisa, and I'm going to open it today. I got an hour today, kids. I have so much to do after this, okay? I have a lot on my plate. I have 3 appointments to go to. I have to travel to the other side of town. I have a doctor's appointment today as well, literally late in the afternoon, the evening. Mina! So yeah, let's get my social medias up the way and then let's get this started because I know exactly what I want to talk about. If your name is Minako, oh, that's Mamu? Oh, it's you, Mamu. Now the lawn people came by and now you want to run away. I know that's right. Listen, at Maddie Rants everywhere except for X, which is at the Maddie Rants. You can find that all in the about section of my YouTube channel. Reactions on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. You can check it out for both House on Fire, RuPaul's Drag Race, All Stars 9. And I do know that a lot of y'all have been asking about Mexico. I will go ahead and start doing those reactions on Patreon. Haven't decided about reviews yet on YouTube, but I will start doing the Mexico reactions this week. It is Tuesday. It doesn't feel like it's Tuesday. It feels like it's Thursday. It really feels like it's a Thursday today. Bookable on Cameo. Shout out to Clarissa. If you want me to redo your Cameo, let me know because I was in the car. I had 5 minutes left to get your Cameo done. And while I was doing it, I realized, bitch, I'm sweating. It's 98 degrees outside. Clarissa's getting me at my realness, real. I mean, you got a real video of me today. but it may sound a little funky because I don't know. I thought the audio was fine, but just let me know, Clarissa. All my love to you. And merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. As a reminder, because I'm going to be more than likely reading the ever-loving piss out of Justin Timberlake today. And of course, calling to the floor, Miss Leona Winter, which is why most of y'all know I'm not watching the show right now like I used to, or doing lives, because baby girl did one of the things that I cannot take. But this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to blind any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by Meta Rants, the program participants, are other personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. And no hate should be sent to any individuals mentioned on this program. So please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in, because you'll be here for an hour. And please don't post any spoilers in the chat, because why? And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, yeah, okay. Want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you with PayPal.me /MetaRants, Cash.Rants, and Venmo Meta-Rants. We're going to be professional today. A quick run. A good run, though. A run that includes many of things. Justin Timberlake's arrest and him looking like he's on some sort of substance during his world tour is going to be on the docket today. Also, we've got Normani under, below, beyond the pits of hell performing for a debut album. Where did we go wrong as, say, fans, or where did her team go wrong? Oh, I couldn't get the 4-letter word. Where did her team go wrong? Then we've got Chappell Roan, who I think, in my personal opinion, is like an overnight sensation. I had no idea who the hell this was, but every day now I see something about them and the, I guess, phenomenon or wave behind who this individual is. And if you should be taking a look at, say, their music. I actually listened to her new album today. I did. In the middle of my errands, I listened to the entire album. I'm surprised. Phenomenon, that's the song. That's the one for me. Phenomenon. That's the one. I had no idea who this lady was. Never heard of her. Not a day in my life. Didn't know who she existed. To me, she sounds like a couple of people, but cooler. Yeah. I hear her, when I listen to her music, I assume we're going to see an indie movie trailer pop up at any second, is what her sound is like. But, it's Chappell. I'm going to call her Chappell because I want to be messy. All right. There we go. And Leona Winter did Blackface. That's why I'm not watching Drag Race France. Kiddy Smile made a statement about it. Yeah. Yeah. You know they film more than one crowning. So if girl is top 2, I don't think she'll be winning. I think they'll be doing this a little bit different than the captivating part. Anywho, let's get this started today. Back to the comment section. I did see, y'all, I'm on a roll today. We're in an hour of time. I have things to do after this. I want to make sure I got you. Janae, hey, baby. Hi, Maddie. You're pretty popular among the anatomic pathology residents down to the Wake Forest. What? They saw my pride nails and asked me if I was familiar with you. And I said, why, of course, duh. Oh my gosh, who are those people? If you are watching this now, or you are aware of my presence, say hello in the comment section. Hi, how's it going? That's really cool. My friend has to tell me often. He's like, Matt, people know who you are. You don't have the subscribers of a lot of the girls who are in the same field as you do, but people know who you are. Don't ever take it away. They may be doing you dirty. But people know you are. And I'm like, well, I do this for fun, but I also do it because I love to do it. This is what I love. I love it. I love talking to y'all every day. All right. This is the only thing I've eaten, drank, done, dealt, or did today is this coffee. It's also not Starbucks either, because we don't do that. Let me tell you what song I like so far from Chappell Roan before we get there. Chappell Roan. Hot to Go, Red Wine Supernova, Pink Pony Club, Casual was cute, Phenomenon, Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl kind of got me. And I was like, what is this? She's interesting. We'll get there soon. I get the appeal. For all of you who are like, we live for her, I can honestly go, it makes sense. Now, other girls, that one in particular, the one who has racist and demon followers worshiping her, can't fuck with her. Can't do it. This one, though, I'm like, oh, okay, she's palpable. I like her. Anywho, Lisa, if you're in the chat right now, I'm going to open this package that you sent me. This is the P.O. box in case y'all ever want to send me anything in my About section. I do have a Rant Pack Mail P.O. box. As you can see, my P.O. box is right here. This is all the way from the UK. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a shoe. Was that dust? Girl, what you sent me? Hold on. A Fila shoe box. I ain't seen one of these in a minute. I used to wear Filas like crazy. It's a little dusty. I feel like a piece of home came with you, Lisa. Oh, I love how I opened this perfectly to where this is what's facing me. Maddie. Thank you, Lisa. Just to say, ooh, what is this? Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this a pound? I hope this box arrives quicker, but in a good condition. It did a lot quicker this time. In a good condition as the previous one. I've included a few gifts for a piece of cake this time to help in your makeup journey. Hope that is okay. The Pride coin is an official 50 pence in current circulation in the UK. Galaxy is a huge brand in chocolate here and rival to Cadbury. Hope the cats enjoy the treats. Lisa M. P.S. Twiglets, you'll probably hate them. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, love. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me take a look at this here while we pull this up today. Ooh, okay. So this is a different name than what we have out here. They don't call them Dreamies out here in the States. Oh my God, that is crazy. That is so crazy. They have a different name for this. So in the UK, they call this Dreamies. They don't call this out here. What do they call it, y'all? I think I have one. The boxes in my. I don't want to look for it. It's going to take too long. But there's a different name that we have for these out here in the States. That's really cool. Oh my goodness. I saw the box. I'm like, Dreamies. That's not the name of this. Ooh, chocolate and coconut. Oh dear. Okay, Lisa, I can't have these now because I got to do shit after this. But what I can do, baby, is the next time we go live, I'm gonna taste test these. A Galaxy Ripple. I've heard of that before. I've seen that in like a movie. A Maryland Minis Choco Chips. I've never had these. Never had them. Ooh, green makeup brushes. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate that. Down. Okay. Yes. All the sponges. God bless you, baby. You already know what's up because Maddie, I be going through these. Okay, lashes. I see you. We're going to have to go through and snip some of these. I have a particular length I like personally. Oh, Lift and Sculpt Face Contouring Kit. Thank you. And this is good. It works with some, I like to work with natural colors right now. I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm currently trying to learn my face. And then Twisties. Twiglets. Excuse me. We'll try those later. Listen, all the food except for the cat stuff, I'm going to try later on the next live that I do. Lisa, this is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I need my vessel to be empty right now. So that so like I can't eat it right now. But however, I'm about to I'm about to sorry. I got a message. It's funny. I'm about to I don't know. This is wonderful and amazing. And I really appreciate it. And I know my cats are gonna love this stuff. Mina likes the wet, like that kind of treats. Mamu not so much, but Mina likes them, so she's gonna wear those out. And then of course, next time I go live, I'm thinking, no, don't be sorry about the dust. I feel like a piece of the UK came with me. Like there's a UK in my house now. This is stupid. All right, let's get to the conversation that we need to have today in reference to the Rant report. Thank you, babe. Thank you, Leisha. Appreciate it. Look, it's like all it's all up the kids. Oh, I got a little dust right here. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna put that in my UK. I need like a jar for UK Every time someone sends me something from a different country, I should have like a jar to just put the dust in there. And that way, at the end of the world, I can just put it together and then turn it into a portal into the next life. I can't. Mm, I can't. Okay, listen. All right. Who do you think we're going to talk about first today? I don't think there needs to be any other picture that is used for him ever. And Matt, you're probably like, Matt, that's mean. I like Justin Timberlake. I think he's amazing and all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. Baby was driving under the influence and got pulled over. He was very nervous that his world tour, I didn't even know it was a world tour, baby. I went and looked at the actual schedule. I was like, girl, you're not going everywhere. you're not going everywhere. You're really not, brother. No shade. You are doing a tour. Now, I don't know about world, but you're doing a tour. But he got arrested. And a lot of people, there you go, Pumpkin, many world tour. A lot of people were kind of happy and hyped for this only because of the fact that, Britney Spears recently dropped her memoir and basically exposed some tea on Justin and reference for a child that would have been theirs that he made her allegedly have what in reference for. And then also there was all the drama that happened with Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl and how Justin didn't have her back in that moment and allowed her to be the focal and front person for the problem, when in reality we find out later that that was not even a pre-planned event. And even if it was and had been and he was the one that ripped it off, he could have made a statement in reference for it, and instead he didn't do that. He apologized on behalf of himself but did not speak up on behalf of Janet, and a lot of people were pissed off at that he used a megastar like Janet Jackson at the time to do what he did and to get where he was going, right? Here's the real gap that I don't think y'all understand about this. Justin's career literally took off, and Janet Jackson's career went ploop right after that all happened because CBS had banned her at that time, which if you don't recognize that, they're affiliated with multiple different media organizations. They weren't playing her music like they were supposed to be playing it. She had a new album that was literally dropping. They were blacklisting her, and they were trying to make it this whole morality thing about her flashing people on the Super Bowl, when in reality, he was a part of the same equation and did not get not a lick of anything for that. Okay, so a lot of us do not care for this man on multiple levels because of the things he has done in his career to say people we like Britney and Janet. They just so happen to be women. Not to mention his run through with the I'm down with the get down, and I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna shuck and jive my way through the Black community through music. Yes, I'm having this conversation because it's true. Justin did the same motherfucking thing, and girls were propping her up because it was an easy sell and it made their music go a little harder. It's the truth. It's the truth. Justin Bieber and Timberlake very much used and capitalized off of that moment because there was a whole genre of music where white people, and this is not to say white folks can't be in hip hop because they can, is to say that at the time in the mid early 2000s, there was a wave of white people hitting the R&B and hip hop stations, and everybody was using everybody to get on somewhere. Katy Perry is one of the biggest examples of that, and Camila Cabello will be that example this year with her current album. She's doing the Miley run. Yes, very much that. He is a part of that equation. As much as you don't like it, as much as you hate to hear it, it's the truth. Go back then, go to that time frame of music and see what everyone's doing. Gwen Stefani did the same fucking thing. And she's known for parading people of color in front of her and being like, and doing all that kind of shit. Either way, Justin's on a tour. He's concerned that this was going to be a problem for him. There were multiple fake reports posted that I wanted to believe, but at the same time, I don't care that he's back on tour. And him getting arrested just shows that he's human like the rest of us. And I wish a lot of us would stop putting celebrities on certain pedestals, like they got to be something or do something and all that kind of jazz. I knew him for the pills. Nah, Matthew, don't do it. I was going to say something rude. I don't know. I don't have respect for him. I think that at the time when he was making music, it was good to go. A lot of us do feel that some people in his band did get the short end of the stick. Yeah, Pink was very much in that. Here's the difference between Pink and Justin Timberlake is that with Pink, it felt authentic. There are certain people who you will see and you'll be like, okay, we're in black spaces. We're in spaces that are the culture. How are you vibing? Are you up in there trying to just say the N-word for giggles or what are you trying to do? Pink felt like she was supposed to be there. And then when she transitioned out of that and went into another genre, it's almost like Pink was still herself, but not trying to do what her label was pushing her to do. JoJo is a perfect, that's someone who honestly deserves better. The fact that JoJo Siwa is getting all of this attention in media coverage, and we have people like JoJo who are actually talented, who can sing their fucking ass off, acting and singing wise, and they're not giving their due. I can't stand it for JoJo. JoJo should have been much further along in her career and way ahead of a lot of these people that we currently see right now, in my personal opinion. So I don't have nothing for this man. I giggled when he got arrested. I won't be buying a ticket for the tour. I'm sure the people who bought tickets for his tour are going to be very excited to see him. Everything that I've seen of him on tour looks gross. The man be wearing like all these clothes, dancing and shit, looking stupid. Eyes be buck red, pupils dilated as fuck. I'm like, all right, hey, you got to get back into it. Maybe he's a little out of shape still and he's trying to get back into the swing of things. I just know that Chris Brown can do about five lines, 2 bumps before going on stage and give like the show of all time. He can cut up. He'll give the show that needs to be given. You know, that's why the girls pay for Chris Brown tickets, because they want to see a crackhead dance. So good luck to you, Justin, in your comeback tour. I won't be buying this new album because the last album that you tried to come out with was also ass. And I will never forgive you for what you did to Janet and Brittany. God bless you. Oh, yeah. And you wearing them cornrows. That's why I can't fuck with Mark Wahlberg anymore, because I have to remind myself of Mark Wahlberg's past and the fact that it's somewhat mirroring itself by him going ultra conservative Christian lately. And very much aligning himself with I'll be quiet. What did I say? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Like, I'm not gonna pat Mark Wahlberg on the back for no longer wanting to perform hate crimes on people. Like, what? Girl. Anywho. All right. Moving on. Y'all live for her. The gays are getting up. They said Pride Month, stand up, cis woman. This lady over here I didn't know who the hell this was. Never seen her before a day in my life. Chappell Roan. Okay. Interesting artist, interesting music for me. I've seen was it a Jimmy Fallon? I forget who it was specifically that she was talking to. But she was doing an interview with someone and they Jimmy Fallon, because you know how Jimmy Fallon is. Look at the picture. You see this picture? What do you think of the picture? I'm Jimmy. Am I funny? I'm funny, right? That guy's not funny. I don't think he's good. I think he's terrible. If I'm going to be really honest with you, Jimmy Fallon was one of the worst people to ever be on SNL. Jimmy Fallon is also horrible, horrible, horrible late night talk show host. I do not want to be nasty about that, but that man is such a goofy goober. Like, I don't get it. Him and the other one that lost weight that thinks they're an elite now. What's his name? Who used to be on some ain't shit shows, and all of a sudden now you're doing late night, and it's like I don't get it. Who basically kisses everyone's ass too. It's just very fake. Like, I'm like, what is going on here? Mm-mm. Lesbian. Yeah, the same guy that did Blackface that everybody wants to do. Well, you're like, when we say who did Blackface, I mean, that's Kimmel, that's Corden. You can just start to throw a pebble at this point and see who it lands on. But am I jealous that I don't have my own late night talk show? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I very much am. I would love to have my own late night talk show. Anywho, Chappell Roan has, for me, been an overnight sensation, but a lot of people who have been fans of hers have already seen the rise coming very soon, as it's hitting our doors right now. Their most recent album, I'll go ahead and pull this up. My apologies if you hear they're doing lawn work in the background here, and I'm going live a lot earlier than usual today. The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. Honestly, I've likened the album. To me, when I listen to her music, I feel like I'm about to watch an indie film. I feel like I'm watching either a trailer for said indie movie, or we're like already in the picture. I don't know. Something about it is very like catchy. Hold on here. I love Conan O'Brien's talk show, by the way, at a cat. Because Conan's actually funny. Sorry, he had his the leaf blower, and he like stopped while it was still going to text. I'm like, girl, if you don't go on somewhere, bitch. No, I heard Good Luck Babe. That's the one I listened to recently. I actually like the cover of that single with the pig nose. She's interesting. She's interesting. I would take a listen and a look. It may not be for you. I promise you, it may not be for you. A lot of the songs I'm hearing, some of them I'm like, this a little too suburban for me. But then other songs I'm like, okay, this gives what it needs to give. I think Phenomenon is the one that got me. I think that's the one that sold me on her, and I was like, okay, I live. Red Wine Supernova was good too, but it was Phenomenon. Yeah, Phenomenon was a song that was like, okay, I like her. Yes, Donna, very, hey, Mickey, you're so fine. But she also can sing. So it's not all the time she's giving like these little light in the word moments. That, like, it's not all that. She's singing too. Very interesting. She's very interesting. I like her. Yeah, I like her. I get the appeal. I'm hoping she's not cosplaying weird right now to like pull in a certain genre and then all of a sudden she forgets about them like 5 months later, like somebody we know recently who's been doing that. But I don't see that from her. I like her. Yeah, Phenomenon was right, and super graphic, ultra modern girl. I remember I was in the car driving home and I was like, I have to replay this again. I was like, bitch, I have to what was that? I was like, I don't think I've ever heard. What is this? Yeah, she's an interesting artist. I would take a look. I like it. Yeah, she's interesting. It's something new. And I think she what's the word I'm looking for here? She what's the word I'm looking for? She doesn't seem like she's trying too hard. One, two, I find her palpable because the people who are enjoying her music are not toxic. I have not seen one toxic fan talk about Chappell Roan. I have not seen one of them. Three, it seemed like she's actually more than just a girl's girl. Like she's an everybody's kind of girl. Like I love everybody, but just don't be on some fuck shit kind of individual. Versus how someone's like, I'm only appealing to a certain audience, and that's what the majority of their audience is or wants to look like. I kept listening to her music and it sounded like somebody else's, but it sounded better. And I'm just not going to say their name because it will pull out the witches. But like, I was just like, wow. I was like, something about this feels authentic. Very authentic. Very authentic. I don't know. It was interesting. Her name's Chappell Roan. I would take a listen. I'd listen to her. She's a little bit she's not like R&B or hip hop or anything like that. It's very indie pop, if I'm going to give a genre to it, with sort of like mixtures of other genres in there as well. There's some dance elements incorporated into it, some folk elements as well put in there. I don't know. She's interesting. I like her sound. Yeah. Yeah. I would put her in pop for sure, but it like has traces of like multiple stuff, you know, like folk, little dance, this here, EDM. I would even compare her a little bit to at least to one song that sounded like something Charlie XCX would have done. Yeah, indie pop is where I'm at. Yeah, I've heard Pink Pony Club. Why does everyone keep mentioning it? I'm like, I've heard it. I don't know if that was supposed to give me some sort of like lift. I heard it's a cool song. I wasn't moved. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I heard the song. I didn't die. I'm sorry. Everyone keeps mentioning it. I'm like, I didn't really live, but I like the other ones. I'm sorry if I didn't like it. I saw the song came out in 2022, so she's been trying to do her thing for a minute. I don't know. I like her though. It's interesting. I'd listen to her. Ooh. Oh, Normani. Who do we blame? Who do we call? What number do we dial? What number do we dial? Sister, what number do we dial? Oh, God, girl. Like, those numbers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They did you downright dog dastardly dirty, baby. And no shade to it. I'm not trying to read, but like $13K for a debut from somebody who is from a group that was actually pulling some sort of numbers. Oh, I feel bad for her on a debut. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to pull up the article right now. My bad, y'all. Because she debuted, I believe it was number 90 on the Hot 200, which again, she's still on the board. She's still on the board. But like, I'm hoping there's a rise later. Maybe, possibly. I'm going to blame her label. I know she also had some things going on personally. When it came to her family and she was dealing with taking care of her parents. So by all means, you know, like for sure that is important to do. But like debut, I don't know. It's still, I wish that whoever she was working with, whatever conversations they were having, they were keeping the ball rolling. As much as the album is not everybody's favorite, and it does sound like it came out a couple of years ago, there are visuals that could have been made to get the ball really rolling, because a lot of people were very much on her tit because of the visual. And she may be that girl who needs one to sell things. I really forgot about this baby, no shade, after that dancing video she did, you know, where Mama had the little airbrush shit. I don't even remember the damn song. Like, oh, Motivation. I think that was Motivation. I like Kelly's version better. We didn't really see, and then it was do 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 do. Then the Cardi B song that could have been left. Honestly, the feature didn't need to be had. One of the new songs deserved another. I want to know what to do, what to tell her, but I think the label didn't do her justice. I think they thought it was just going to sell on its own. I don't think they put too much effort into it. I don't know if it was something that she had going on, if she didn't feel fully confident in this. Y'all, do you remember how we forgot about this album? We assumed it was never coming out, and it was like, okay, well, she was just talking. And then all of a sudden she was like, all right, it's dropping in a week, or I think it was 2 weeks. It's like dropping in 2 weeks. Huh? Why? Wait, huh? Did you drop a music video to go with it? Nope. Oh, you're just letting us know? We get the vision, we get the album cover. Oh, okay. This baby girl is debuting. Beyonce can do some shit like I'm just dropping an album and walking away. If it flops or not, I'm still beyond where I need to be. She's not there. And I feel bad for her because the debuts are really what the girls are going to be talking about. I mean, if we go through it, like she's not the only person to not really have a great debut album. I was kind of shocked at this little factoid here, kind of gassed a little bit because I was like, oh, well, I'm kind of happy that somebody's debut really didn't go where it needed to go because I'm kind of tired of that girl making the same fucking music. And I'm like, okay, so what are we doing today? I love how I type something in, y'all, and it does not pop up. Like, hold on, where are these numbers? Because I needed to compare this to some other girls, and because Twitter was going in the other day. Here, numbers. I can't. No one bought the Tyler album. I mean, no shade. I wasn't. The songs all sound the same. A tad bit. Okay, here we go. Whew. I see. For one, Dolce, y'all weren't there for. You should have been there for. What are we doing here? Actually, wait a minute. Dolce hasn't dropped hers yet. Never mind. We're gonna wait on that. Or no, Dolce did drop hers. Let me get back to it. Chloe sold 10,000 units. The album wasn't good though. Tyler had 24,000 units. She was a single artist for me. When I heard the album, I was like, okay, the songs sound just like the single, and we're gonna keep it in that factor. I feel like we're underwater. I don't know, babies. Like maybe it is about some of these other artists that have done so much to. I don't want to blame it. I love Dolce, by the way. Spooky Coochie is one of my favorite songs. Maybe whine it, whine it, whine it. Ah, that song is a bop. I love Dolce. What's my other song I've been listening to? Alter Ego is that girl. She's that girl. Alter Ego. Dead to me. Na 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 boo boo bitch. You dead to me. Dead to me. Na 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 boom boom. Yes, you. Oh yeah, that song is a bop. Bop 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 bop. Bop 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 bop. I thought about wanting to put that on the piece of cake list of songs I would want to perform to Alter Ego. Did you hear the Kate Tronada version as well? Oh, slaps. Yeah, I think Snappy won. No, the streams are a little bit different. Like you'll see someone go, they got 2.8 million streams from their debut. That is unfortunately not a good number anymore. Like the streaming numbers, you would think would be somewhat helpful, but it's not necessarily the case all the time. Hold on, I need to answer this phone call real quick. I hate when people call my phone and they just sit on the phone. Listen, I'm sending my love to Normani. I think the album wasn't that bad. I thought it was decent. At least I was seeing some bigger numbers. I don't know. I think that a lot of folks like these people and they want them to do well, but at the end of the day, you got to show up and you got to buy their music. You got to stream the fuck out of it. A lot of these big time artists have people who worship them, who will go beyond all links to take care of them and making sure those numbers are up there. And since she's not at a point at being at, I don't care about what the numbers are, it does matter. So hopefully it'll get better for her. Maybe she'll drop another single. Maybe we'll think of another idea, or she may jump into a different arena. Maybe acting is more her thing, but it's not good numbers. And other folks too, it's been a little bit of a rough run. It has been. Now, we're about to wrap this up with our last topic of the day. And one of the reasons why I do not do live videos anymore for Drag Race France. I'm moving to edited only because I don't want to go through what I went through on España. I don't want to go through what I went through on Philippines. I just don't want to deal with that anymore because I am never going to be okay with anybody doing blackface. I don't care what country you are from. I don't care what the traditions that you have over there. You can miss me with it. If you calling me an American as an insult, oh, I don't fucking care. Anybody thinking that's okay for whatever reasons and for whatever reasons they feel like you are also on some weird shit too. Okay? Do not care. Don't care. All right? Because you're talking about, as an American, we're over here doing this. Well, it affects y'all. It doesn't have anything to affect us. But you're not recognizing that just like you look at America on a global scale, we can do the same thing for every country and be like, oh, how's that also place itself in the world and how everybody else acts? So if it's cute for y'all to do that, that's bullshit. But if whatever, anti-blackness is global. Racism is alive and well in multiple countries. It's also more acceptable in places still because, well, things aren't as progressive everywhere as they're supposed to be. And even in this bullshit ass country right now, with us trying to be as progressive as we are, you can also see us trying to go back in the days of Stone Age and go back to really fucked up and more hateful situations. So anywho, Leona Winter, who is competing currently on Drag Race France Season 3. Recently, some information popped up of them being in blackface, and it was for a performance of the Jackson 5 for a show. And apparently, they all needed to dress up as the Jackson 5, color their whole entire skin, afro, full wig, and the full bit, and all this kind of stuff. Sharon from España, similar situation, did the same thing for a Diana Ross number on another show, and all this, that, and the other, right? Now, a lot of people's take on that is, well, they were doing a show, and that's what they were told to do. That's what they were told to do. People can say no. And I know fame is a mother, but people can say no to stuff like that. And also, it probably didn't, register that would be something later that would then cross its way into the world versus locally, and it become an issue, just like with Captivating Cat Cat. Mm-hmm. There's also documented takes from arguments where she called Gia Gunn a Chinese clown. So forth and so on. A lot of people have noticed that Miss Mother has not been active on social media since that information dropped. I'm sure a statement will more than likely be curated or made, or someone will coach her into speaking in reference to this. But there's a lot of too late, Jake, and a lot of too so sorry, not so much. I'm going to give you an example of somebody who didn't do blackface, but had an issue with cultural appropriation, that did the work and is doing the work still to show that they are an ally, a supporter, and they're not a person about their old habits. Right. Gia being Japanese and her calling her Chinese is definitely something you need to squint. Like, oh, really? But like Hanaconda is a perfect example. A lot of people who are new to Hannah are just finding out about some of her history and they're already jumping her. A lot of y'all remember I went and did my actual research versus just jumping to see what was going on with that, right? Like, unlike Scarlett, who was very like, y'all should stop being mad at me. I already said something, whatever, but never did the work behind it. Hannah actually went to classes. Hannah actually went to meetings. Hannah actually did research and did multiple events and occasions and gave back into certain charities and organizations and performed in certain events to give back to her community and to those who are not as privileged as her, in reference to the cultural appropriation she was doing, which was never blackface or any yellowface or anything like that. She was wearing clothes and doing certain performances that would have been considered not tasteful. And so she actually did her shit. And I've talked to Hannah my damn self. And mind you see how her and Queen are cool. I've talked to Queen about it. I've had multiple conversations over it. And even if you meet Hannah as a person, that is definitely not what you think is going to be. That lady is such a key, such a good time. But just like you saw for her UK versus the world too, you saw how Hannah was doing stuff to incorporate different parts of the community from where she's from and give a shining light on it. She had an entire outfit dedicated to the indigenous community out there. Do you feel what I'm saying? So like, there's a difference. There's a difference. You may not take it. I took it because I saw someone do the work. But there are people who do, now that I've been caught, here's my statement, don't be mad at me. That's the problem. Hannah was already doing the work before the show even started. Before there was even a cast announcement. I even found the article about it. Before she was even on the show, she was already doing the work because it had been an issue previously. That's different. Then they got me, they know now, and now I got to say something. That's different. So regardless of all of that and everything that's been happening here, Kiddy's smile, this kind of this gagged me because normally, like we've seen from other shows where this has been an issue, including Down Under and even Philippines, not to put them down here, but there was no one black on those panels except for Down Under with RuPaul that could speak in reference to this. And Kiddy being a black man or non-bi, I'm not sure how they identify, excuse me, but Kiddy making a statement, and I'm talking about like full on, this is the history of it, this is why it's wrong, and I'm over here going, oh, like, oh my God. I'm like, oh. This makes me feel that they weren't aware of what was going on. They didn't know that tea about them. They found out later. It is an issue. Kiddy addressing it made me feel very good. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank you, God. Because that's literally one brother on that panel, and I need him to say something because Kiddy ain't about that bullshit. Like you saw how the love he had for Kiona. I feel like Kiddy is a part of the community, not just the LGBTQIA plus community, but also the black portion of that community that actually gives back. You know what I'm saying? So like I was very happy that was addressed, especially by him. However, now how does the show go further and on with this? Because it will be something in the future that is going to be more looked into, and they're going to do something about it, no matter what you think, no matter what you say, no matter how much you may feel about me talking about this. I know some people are going to be in my comment section trying to educate me, a black man who's light skinned, about blackface and what it is in our country. You're going to try to do that. I've already had this conversation for multiple years. You can go through my channel, you can see everything. It's still wrong, sweetie. Regardless of history and culture and da-da-da-da, it is still wrong. And if a black person is offended by that, how dare you tell them not to be? So that is why I'm not doing live reviews anymore, friends. I'm going to do edited reviews of the show, and I'm going to talk about it to an edited perspective, but I know me and I know my spirit. And y'all have seen me literally do this for other shows when I find out someone does blackface. The entire live is me making jokes about that. I don't want to do that no more. I can't. Like literally the entire hour and a half. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't, won't, will not. Nope. So I will be doing edited reviews. I'm still going to do the other edited reviews I talked about. I still have to, of course, edit some things down and get some stuff together. I'm trying to get a healthy way of how I want the rhythm to go with my reviews. They're a little bit different than what I used to do with my edited reviews. Sometimes those would be like 45 minutes long. It's just me like talking. This is a lot different from what I'm doing now. It's like 15, 20-minute videos. And I'm a bit more critical with the edit, and I'm trying to do some things differently. I actually refilmed something I didn't like, and I had to like try to get myself into character again to where it was like, okay, Matt, we got to make this work. Literally wash the shirt and everything to put it back on so the continuity would be there. But I'm not enjoying France so far, and that's also another reason. It's a little too kind and sweet, and nothing is happening. If that makes any sense to you. I'm still rooting for Ruby on the Nail and Norma Bell and Le Philippe. Those are my three that I really, 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 really like. Outside of that, I'm a tad bit bored. No shade. And I kind of hate that in the mini challenges, nobody gets anything. It's like we sat here for about 30 minutes of them doing a whole lot of stuff and no one's getting anything. Like I want them to receive something for their foolishness, for being an ass today. They got some immunity or some. I don't know. I'm having hope that something's going to pull up and it's going to come out. But right now, this current group is a little, they're too kind and a little too sweet for me. I want a little drama. Oh, last thing I'm going to talk about today before I go, because I got to wrap this up. And thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Come part of this Rant Pack family. Normally, I'd be here for another hour, but I have so much to do today, and I'm so sorry. I also have to edit that video I did of me being at the Post in Houston, so you'll probably be seeing that on my shorts later today. There is a rumor, allegedly, for season 17, that La Roach will be a rotating judge. That is a rumor. I need it to be true. I need it to be true so bad. I need it to be during all of the all the fashion episodes, anything to do with creativity. You need him there. So that is the tea right now. I made a phone call about said rumor. The person who I normally make my phone calls to was like, I will neither deny nor confirm. And I was like, okay, that's enough for me. That's enough for me. Oh, yes. So I'm hoping it's the case. I think they're still going to keep Ross and Carson. And I think they're going to just rotate everybody around. Like it's 4 judges, Carson, Ross, TS, and Law, and they just rotate them. That would make sense. I think that's a smart. Wow, if you're watching this, that's kind of smart. It also saves you time and money when you have to do guest judges that come in, because you can have it like every other episode where you don't have a guest judge that's there. You can just be like Laws in the house or T.S. Madison's in the house or something like that, because they honestly pull on their own too. I don't want 5 people up there. That's too many people talking, to be honest with you. Did I have something else I wanted to talk about before I go? Because I got to get ready. I saw something that made me want. Oh! I will be going live tomorrow. Tomorrow, they're doing the cast announcement for Canada versus the World. Some of us are already aware of this cast and who they are. It's very obvious from the promo trailer who is going to be there. So I'll be going live tomorrow to have a conversation with you about that, and we'll be going over every single person on the cast. Every single person on the cast that is going to be there. I will be very excited to talk about 7 out of 9 of those people that are going to be on the cast. I'll be so excited. Very excited for 7 out of 9 of those people. I'm just not going to hide it and hold it back this year. I'm just not. You got this lady over here. Never mind. Shut the fuck. I will hold all that for tomorrow. Maddie, did you see the main stage list for DragCon? Sure did. I'm busy. DragCon, I will be there, by the way. If you're gonna come and you want to see me, I will be there. I have so much anxiety about DragCon right now. It's not even funny. I'm completely feel like I'm losing my hair over DragCon. And I already have my ticket and everything set to go. I am not watching Mexico currently right now. I plan on watching Mexico when I'm ready to watch Mexico. I did last season was a bust for me. So it's going to take me a second to hop back into it, but I'm going to start on Patreon. And I'm more than likely, if I like the show, will include it with one of my rant reports sections where I just be like, hey, did you watch Mexico? Here's my thoughts on the episode quickly. Best outfits, worst outfits, this, that, and the other. Because I did the reviews last year. No one watched. No one gave a fuck. I had someone literally screenshot the views I had from one video as a point of reference to say that I was dying channel. So yeah, would love to. I would love to cover everything, but if you're not gonna watch it, and I mean the majority of my audience, I'm not covering it because it will fuck my channel up. Especially when it's like the views should have been here, but they're not. Ooh, drop his coin down, and I gotta pay bills. So I will probably watch it more than likely on Patreon first. If it's giving what it needs to give, I will include it a part of a conversation or at least a video I can make and post about it for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. One was the Christian Peralta show. Fell in love with Matraka and it broke my heart, even though Christian is that girl. Like she is that girl. I just I kind of wanted Matraka to take it. And it just I couldn't take watching it knowing like every episode. It was like, okay. And then I fell in love with Margaret Ija and I fell in love with Galavera, who we're gonna see possibly again. Yeah. Okay, so I am supposed to be doing, there's not gonna be a panel Sunday. I'm supposed to be doing drag brunch for Pride on Sunday. So Bunny and DW, if you're trying to do brunch, is my group, like Jeff and all of them, we're supposed to be doing that Sunday. I just need to contact Blackberry and see if they can get us a table or possibly whatever we can do. Because my friends have requested that this Sunday I finally be present since I'm normally always busy on Sundays and it's Pride weekend and I normally stay in my home and I never go out and do anything because I don't like the world sometimes. So like Matt, please come out. Please come on. We need to go. Like you're fun. You don't have to be at home. I'm like, yeah. Soon. So yes. So I'll be posting an edited video on Sunday and praying that YouTube doesn't screw me over like they did this month of June for my AdSense and my ad revenue. Pray on it because they did not give me anything last month. And it was like, wow, bitch, all that work. Ow. It's depressing sometimes as a YouTuber when you put a lot of your work in and you can see your fellow YouTubers doing less than or say even more work or the same amount of work and they're getting everything that they deserve and love, and then you're seeing yourself over here and it's like I literally spend hours working on this and no one's caring, no one's watching. What am I gonna do? I just got to keep going and just hope that you find your way back, or you stay here, or you finally get what I'm doing and you don't hold it so negatively against me, because it really sucks. I'm watching people leave and it's like at one point I was so close to another number and now it's like, oh, I'm now drifting into the opposite direction. It makes me sad, but I'm also like, I just have to be myself and I have to just do the videos the way I want to do them, because if I start to do things for others and it's not me, I won't be myself, and I'm too old to change into somebody that I'm not and somebody that isn't the person who I am. Like I just can't do that. So it really sucks, but keep your head up and hold it high. That's all. But it's okay. Yeah, so we will pull that together. We will talk about Canada versus the world tomorrow for that live video. So I really pray that you tune in for that and you show some love. I hope you had fun with me today. I said an hour and I meant it. I said an hour and I meant it. I got a lot to do right now. I have not had time to breathe. I haven't even eaten today because I've been so fucking busy since 7 o'clock this morning. And yeah, but I wanted to make sure I did the rant report today. We probably will be doing another one again on Friday, the normal schedule, if some more hot topics pop up. But yes, Canada versus the world tomorrow. You got an edited video for me Thursday. Ooh, oh, excuse me. Tomorrow, Canada versus the world. Thursday will be House on Fire review, because that comes out today. I got to film that reaction. Friday will be a rant report that's going to include some other stuff in there. And then I also have talked to Leona about the interview that she wants to do. I think she thought I was in New York, and I'm like, no, I'm in Houston. So I'm going to try to see if we can get our interview done this weekend before I got to do anything. But she has been in communication with me, Miss Lena Bloom from House on Fire, House of Miyake Mugler, also famous supermodel. But yes, I've been working on that too. I told you I've been busy. It's not like I'm at home like, wow. I was like, no. And then I get overwhelmed and I have to like just sit back because I have extreme anxiety right now. I'm taking medication for it. So forgive me if you see me sometimes be like, yes, but appreciate the love. Okay, gotta go. I see people walking out the door now. I totally get it. I'm starting to ramble. Love every single one of you. Drop a super poo in my jar if you feel like it. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye. Bye. Oh, and don't send hate to anyone we talked about today, because no, bye. Okay. I can't get the comment off the screen. And Lisa, thank you again so much for the wonderful gift box of goodies. I appreciate you, my love. Okay, now I could go.
Listen. Yeah.